boys and girls, welcome back to a Monday morning. It's about 9 a.m. Kind of getting a late start today because I went and got an oil change here in North Little Rock for about the last hour and a half. So I'm delivering this load of ASR, auto shred residue, I think it's called. I picked up in the monsoon rainstorm Friday up in Rogers, Arkansas, and I'm trying to see what's the best way for me to see that pile up there to the right. That's where I got to dump this stuff. So I'm trying to figure out where I need to turn around. I think I'll just do it now and then back up. Hang on. Okay guys, I want to show you this real quick. I still got to sweep off my back door, but there's my dump pile. There's the guy that cleans up the pile. I've already given it a little sweep. Came out better than I expected. Very wet. But cleaned out real good. I only had to sweep over it for 3 or 4 minutes. So what I'm going to do now is pull up there out of the way, get my mud flaps moved, my door shut. And I'm only, according to my dispatcher, I've only got to go about probably 5 or 6 miles from here to get my next load of tire shred. So I'm not even going to roll my tarp up. All right. So I got my mud flaps hung back up, door closed, left my tarp open like I said. Oh, I hadn't even gone in on the transflow and arrived myself here. So let me do that while we're scooting up towards the scale. And I'll also do an empty call, so the fine folks at Oakley Trucking will know I am empty. Like I said, I called my dispatcher Luke about, it's probably an hour and a half ago when I was getting my oil changed, and kind of told him what I was doing. And I told him the trailer was probably going to be somewhat messy because I knew this load was going to be messy and wet. Basically like a pile of mud. He said, well, that won't really matter because probably afterwards we're going to do a load of tire shred, so that'll be all right. That's how I started last week off, a load of tire shred that went to Memphis for you non-southerners. Alright, so you come in on the right side there, as you can see, and you exit on the left side. So let me try to get out of here and I'll let you know what's next. Oh, and the way this works is once I get a green light here, which just flickered to green, I'm going to pull out of this gate here on the left, go out here to the street and park on the right side, or the left side if there is a spot. Doesn't look like there is. And then you got to walk. Then you got to walk back up to the scale house office and get your paperwork. So normally I would park where this little flatbedder is here to the left, but as you'll see in a second,
there's some recycling. The inbound scale got shredables.
There's some space over here to the right where you can park. So I'm gonna pull over here, go get my paperwork, and then we'll be on to our next endeavor. All right, boys and girls. So we got that delivery done over there in North Little Rock, a few miles away. Now I'm in Little Rock, over by the airport. This is a place I've picked up at many times. I get this load a lot, you know, when I'm empty on a Monday or Tuesday. We get a lot of loads out of here. Tire chips, tire shred. I don't even know where the load's going yet. I hadn't even, my dispatcher sent me the order, but I haven't had a chance to look at it because I've been driving. But I can tell you, this place holds a lot of water. And we've had a lot of rain the past few days around here. So I'm expecting it to be like driving in a swamp. Oh, man. But the good folks over here, well, actually from out here, what I can see so far, it doesn't look that bad. Oh, man. Well, let's see if there's any other trucks in here. Sometimes, you know, you get here and there's 2 or 3 trucks waiting to load. Last week when I picked up here, I was the only truck. So, I don't know. Okay. Well, you can see there's plenty of mud puddles. Oh, I'll just give you a look here. Oh, man. All right. So I've already got my tarp open. I just left it open after that last delivery. And you don't have to move your bows out of the way here when you're getting loaded, but I've learned, I prefer, I guess I should say, now, after picking up here many times, to just go ahead and move my bows, because I think the loader can get it packed in there better. Because you know, whether you move your bows or not, you're gonna have to more than likely climb up on top of the load anyway and kind of kick some of the product around to make it lower than the bows. So even if you leave the bows in, you got a lot of kicking around work to do. So I found it's better just to move the bows, climb up there, kick it around, put the bows back in. All right, doesn't look like there's anybody here at the moment, so let me kind of check in and make sure it's okay to back up. Okay, so there is another Oakley truck back there currently getting loaded. So I'm gonna pull over here and kind of get in line as best I can to back up into the loading spot. When that truck is done, just showing you how it works. In case you show up here, you might be ahead of the game. Now it doesn't help that this truck is here, but I think I can still make it work. Okay. Okay. Let's see. More in a minute. Okay guys, so we're getting loaded. There's my loader over there. He's already put, I don't know, a couple of scoops on. So this product's gonna be, I would say, heavier than usual, because like I said, we've had so much rain lately over the weekend. So what we're gonna do is he's gonna load me up what he thinks is you know, a good target load, and I can watch my scales here, and then we're gonna go up to the scale and get topped off. So just giving you a look here. There he is, getting another scoop. This is what we call tire shred. Sometimes you get tire chips, which are just smaller pieces, but usually it's tire shred. Alright, so I was going to open up the back here and give you a shot, but he's working on the back, so that won't work out so good. Like I said, I've moved my bows, which will help him kind of get a levelized load in there. Maybe he can even pack it in a little bit if he needs to. So that's how it works. As you can see, we've had a lot of rain, and their yard here holds a lot of water. I mean, it doesn't even take a lot of rain to make puddles in this place. Or the Oakley yard for that matter. Usually where I park my truck is, you know, got standing water. So yeah, it'll take several more scoops. I think he started in the front, now he's working on the back, and then he'll probably finish in the middle or wherever there's a low spot. You can see they got tire wire back there in that pile. I picked up a load of that here one time, a long time ago. Took it down to Texas. I don't know, they must not ship a whole lot of that. Mostly it's this tire shred that we get out of here. So anyway, that's how it's going. Once we get the load done, we're both comfortable with it, I'll go up to the scale and get topped off. All right, boys and girls, I have arrived here at my customer. We're in the Blytheville, Arkansas area. And if you've never been here before, they'll give you an escort because it's quite a ways back here. But I've delivered back here a couple of times, so I told her I thought I could find my way back. As you can see, we're in the land of steel coils. Blytheville, Arkansas is quite the growing area for steel production. So like I said, it's a pretty good drive back here. A lot of railroad crossings to stop for, as you can see. It's about almost 2:30 Monday afternoon. Called my dispatcher about an hour ago and gave him an ETA. He said just call when you're empty. He didn't tell me he had anything for later. At this point of the day, it's probably not going to be getting loaded anywhere this afternoon, except for that place up in Missouri that loads into the night. Some roofing granules and other products, but I don't know, I'm just thinking. From here, you know, sometimes I go to the Memphis area, back to the Little Rock area, over to Newport, Arkansas. You never know, you never know. Anyway, I'll pick this up in a minute because we still got a ways to go. Okay, now that I've gotten a ways around the little drive, you can see a little trailer over here on the right. We're gonna have to pull in over there. And then usually what happens is one of the guys manning that trailer will take us to where he wants us to dump. This is what they call the scrapyard area. So I'm going to pull over here and see what they want me to do. Okay, there's my escort. Took my paperwork in there. He signed it and then said, follow me. I'm expecting we're probably going to be dumping into a pond. And he said, man, just dump wherever you feel comfortable because we've had so much rain over here. That's why I say that. But you know, usually when we dump this tire shred, it's not in a very pretty spot. I just hope it's level. I don't care if it's in the water, just be level. Just giving you a look, you can see all some of the steel coils stored out here in the yard over to the left. We're going to be getting a view of some of the scrapyard right here. I've actually picked up a couple of loads of scrap out here before. Over in that area there straight ahead. I hope that's not what we're doing today. Well, at least the dust is not real bad after all that rain. I'm just giving you a look. Okay, seems like the last time I dumped tire shred here, it was over here to the right, which is kind of where he's stopping. But I don't see any tire shred yet. Oh, there it is. Okay. All right. I'm gonna circle around here where I can back up to the pile. Okay, that's not bad at all. Okay, I'll give you a shot of it here. See that pile right there? We're gonna back up to that and try to dump. It's pretty muddy though. I think we'll be all right. This guy get out of my way. Is he waiting? Well, anyway, I'll show you some in a minute. All right, guys, let's see how it came out. Got my trailer going down. There's the dump. Oh, a little bit messy, but I can sweep that out in about 4 or 5 minutes. Didn't lose any bows. Sometimes with these loads, the bows will come out, or a bow might come out, but there it is. So let's get it swept out and mud flaps back on. And we got to go way around to get back to the scale. So it's going to be a few minutes. Okay guys, so I just got scaled out and I'm just gonna pull up here. They've got a big holding area. I'm just gonna pull up here and do a quick walk around, make sure everything's good. And I've called my dispatcher on the way to the scale out back there, and he sent me an order. I'm gonna have to look at it for a minute, get my paperwork ready. But I'm going back to Memphis, just like last week, picking up some manganese ore that's going to go up to Gary, Indiana. Of course, I had to think about that for a minute. Last week I didn't do any video footage. I just took the week off from video footage, so you don't know what I'm talking about. Oh, so I'll try to show you this time so you'll know what I'm talking about. Oh, let's dodge these holes here. Okay, so they've got a couple of porta potties up here for your traveling convenience. And plenty of room. You can park here overnight if you need to. So, I guess I'm either gonna go to the West Memphis area, find a place to park, or I might even stop at the Jordans in Osceola. That's a nicer place. The place I'm picking up opens up at 7-ish, so I'll try to be there around 7. And we'll be having a long day of driving tomorrow. Alright, so I'm just a couple of miles gone from back there. And my dispatcher just called and did a change of plans. I told you a week or so ago, you just can't trust those people. So instead of going to Memphis to get a load going to Gary, Indiana, we're going to be going up to Annapolis, Missouri. I've been there before many times. Got like a 8 or 8:30 appointment tomorrow morning. They kind of go by appointment times. Be getting some roofing granules, so I'm gonna have to go get a trailer washout. I was gonna be okay to pick up some manganese ore, but if I'm getting roofing granules, we're gonna have to get a washout. So there's a washout place about 10 miles from here. I've already called them to make sure they were open and ready, and they said, come on. So I'm gonna go get a washout, and then we're gonna head up to Annapolis, Missouri. I don't know how far I am from there. I don't, you know, I kind of got a slow start to today because after I made my first delivery, I went and got my oil changed, which took a couple of hours or more. So I've still got 5 hours on my clock. My work day and my drive clock are equal at this point because I've spent so much time getting the oil change, picking up, delivering. So I don't know, that's probably enough time to get all the way to Annapolis. I don't know if I'll try to do that. You can park there overnight, but it's not a big lot, so if there's a lot of trucks there, it can get kind of congested. Hey, I'm getting a call.